Hi folks, I've been asked to do the plank actually, so if the plank isn't for you, that's okay. There are different ways you can do it though, so that it can be suitable for everyone. And we did a little bit of that yesterday with the lowering it down. So let me just show you a full plank in the first place. This again is for strength, not helped by the doggy in the way. Over there, Lily, go on. Okay, so if a full plank is like this, you should be on the balls of your foot. Let me just move that angle a bit. On the toes of your feet, sorry. The toes and balls of your foot. Now I have a habit of sinking or putting the bum in the air. Neither of those are right. You should be in as much a straight line as possible, even from the head. So the head shouldn't be like this or like this. It should be like that. Okay? So if you're not ready for a full plank, let's start with that one. You can be down on your knees and just work with the arms and get the bits of the weight over the arms, but you're wanting balance between the knees. Right, so we can start with that if you're not quite ready for a full plank. If we're going up to a full plank, you can make it easier and harder. You can have your legs wide, or you can have your legs together. And remember, we're looking for that full length. Sorry, you can't see my face. Your full, sort of, well, not sort of, a straight line for the spine. So wider apart makes it slightly easier, closer together makes it longer. If that's a bit hard, you can come down and do a plank like this. You can do it on your hands. Again, with your hands either apart, sorry, come back a bit so you can see, or with them together like this. Okay, so I'm going to go back up to this plank, and you can do all sorts of things like going up and down. That's all builds strength. This is going to stretch me doing this. Okay, let's go down to a plank at this level. I'm going to put my hands together, and then you can even do more work with this plank. You can put one leg, you can lift it just off the ground. Let me do that one first. Lift it just off the ground, and you can hold your plank. And of course, while you're working on that core, you can put that side down and hold the other hand up for that plank and put it down. Now, what you're really aiming for is a good balance between, which I just lost then, between putting pressure towards your feet and your arms. It shouldn't be all on your arms and it shouldn't be all on your feet. It should be a balance between. So I'll show you could lift up your toe. You can also put your toe and rest it on the other toe like so. But make sure if you're doing that you swap over and you do the other foot. Right, now I'm just going to come down a minute because I don't know what I've held that for. Oh, nearly 3 minutes. Wow, that's not bad. If you can only hold it for 10 seconds, that's okay too. So let's try this angle. There's other kinds, so I've got my hands together. We've said you can do it apart. You can also do a side plank. So I tend to go to the right side first, but I'm looking at you this way. So for a side plank, you'd have your arm. My garden also slopes slightly, so you know that's gonna make it different for me too. So you can take your arm to there, and you can go up in that way. You've got a side plank. You're working your core, you're working your hip. Again, it's that straight again. And if you really want, ooh, if I've got it, you can lift the leg. See, that's an area I need to work. And put it down. All right, and then make sure, if you've done it one side, you turn over, you take a side plank position, and you lift it, that leg up. If you've done it one side, and down, you can see I didn't quite get it. You can put your arm up as well. Then you can put it down. And we can turn round back to this type of a plank. Okay, or you can go up to a plank like that, and you can do those press ups. Ooh, see that belly stretching. So I'm hoping there you see some of the bits that are right. We're wanting that straight spine. Okay, and you can also see when I'm going out of that straight spine, because I'm working on all this as well too. So lots of different ways you can do a plank. You can have the arms up, but the key thing with any of it is that straight back and an equal balance between what the pressure you're putting on the feet and the pressure you're putting on the arms, and it's not all on one. And then you can find you hold it all. And if you're really, really struggling with it, what you want to be thinking about is you want to be thinking about squeezing those buttocks, squeezing your buttocks, pulling up that core. And if you can only do 10 seconds to begin with, start with that and build it up from there. Everything starts from one tiny step at a time. We'd love to have some feedback from you, what you thought of that, if it was helpful, do you need it explaining in a different way, and go and enjoy doing a few planks today.